Hi everyone, welcome back to Code Step by Step. My name is Anil. This is the part 3 for Angular 12 series, and in this video we will discuss about file and folder structure. So these are the 3 points of our video. First of all, we will understand the use of file and folders of Angular project. After that, we will understand the code flow, and at the last we will discuss some interview questions also. So now let's start with the first question. So actually I divide the files and folders in two parts. First one, which is very important for beginners, and second one, they are not important for the beginners. If you don't know about these files, then still okay, but if you want to know, then that it's really good. But they are very important if you have more than 2 years of experience in Angular, or you are working on a really complex project of Angular, then you must have to know these files also. So now let's start with the first file, which is package.json. So this is the most important file of our project. Why? Because in this file our project name, versions are here, and we have all commands here, like project start command, build command, watch and test commands are present here. After that, all dependencies are and dev dependencies also mentioned here, right? So now let's talk about the second one, which is node modules folder. Here you can see that in this folder we have all libraries which is required for our project. Here you can see that libraries like build Angular, CLI compiler, John, RxJS, all libraries are placed inside our you can see that node modules folder. And keep in mind, never make any kind of change, any kind of new file inside node modules. For a moment might be they will work, but whenever you will run npm install command, then the all changes will be removed from this folder, right? Because this that time this folder will be created again, and all manual changes will be removed from here. So alright, so now let's go for the src folder, and in the src folder we will write our code. So outside this src folder we may have to write or we may have to change some configurations for Angular, Karma, TypeScript and all, but the actual code we will just write inside only src folder. So let's talk about the its subfolders like app. So this is basically a component. So now you may have a question that what is component. So see, we will create a separate video on the component and module files and all, but for a moment you can see that component is basically a bunch of file for a specific functionality. So let's say you want to create a login functionality, logout functionality or sign up functionality. For that we can create a component, right? So in every component we have some files like css file for style, html file for writing the html part, spec for testing file, ts for writing the logical part, and typescript code. And module is basically, you can say that is a more or big functionality as compared to component. In a single module we may have more than one component. So let's say you want to create a login page, that time you will just mention here a component. But let's say you want to create login, sign up, change password, update password, forget password, so that will be a complete module. And we also create a separate video on the module, because this is also a complete different topic and we have to learn it in the detail. So we will create a separate video on that one. After that, assets. So this is basically a public folder. So public files like images and css we can place here, that will be openly available for the users, right? And after that, environment. So whenever we are working with the project, so sometime we have to make a build for testing environment, development environment, and for the production environment. For that we will create here files, and we can add the configuration according to our requirement. And again, obviously we will create the different video on the environment also, so that I can show you that how you can make testing build, development build and all, right? After that, index.html. This is the first file which is loaded on the browser whenever you will run your project on the browser, right? And this is basically a simple HTML code, but there is a tag which is app root, and this tag will basically load your complete application, complete Angular application inside index.php. Main.js file will help us to help actually Angular project to load all JavaScript or Angular code here inside the HTML part. And here you can see that basically main.js file will connect HTML with Angular, right? This is the basically a bridge between the HTML and Angular. All right. After that, CSS style.css. So here you can write your global style. So what you mean by global style here? So style is normally style. No, actually. So let's say you just want to write style for only login page. For that, you will write that CSS only inside the component.css file. But let's say any CSS part that is used in multiple components in a various place, that time we will write that style on site our style.css file, right? So these are the basic things that we must have to know for the beginners. So now let's talk about some advanced things. First one is package hyphen log.js. You might just thinking that this is very similar with the package.json. Agreed, this is very similar, but there is a difference. In a package.json we have dependencies and dev dependencies, but there is a no detail mentioned here, just version is mentioned here. But in the package.log.json file, everything is in the detail. So let's say a library already depend on some other libraries also. So how we'll get to know? From you can get to know from the package.json. Here you can see that let me just open the package.json, and you will find that build Angular, just version is mentioned here, but you will find inside the package hyphen log.json its version with the resolver integrity. This is a dev dependency or what. After that, if this package depend on the another package also, they are also mentioned. So this package is basically depend on the lots of other packages. So here is the all details about your specifically single package also. So you can say that package.json will basically keep the normal detail of your project, but package log.json will keep the all details of your all libraries, right? And after that, angular.json, this is used for making the configuration of your file. So as I told you, so see like we have index or main.js and style.js, right? These are the main and necessary files. So if you just want to change these files and you just want to change other files also, you can just do this configuration with the angular.json. So let's see how you can do here. So there is a lots of things, we cannot discuss all things in this video, but here you can see that if you just want to change the index file, then you can just change here. So let's say just create abc file and you want to make it main html file, then you can just define here. You can define your main css file here. Polyfill typescript configuration is just catching it from the that file, but if you just want to change that file, then you can change the file name from here and you can just update it here also, right? So angular.json is basically used for your application configuration for folders and files and all right. So now let's talk about the ts configuration file. So why I just mentioned ts configuration files, did not mention here 3 files, because they all files are you can say that integrated or depend on the each other. See, the main file is ts configuration, right? Here you can see that this is the default configuration for TypeScript in your project, right? So like you want to use a strict mode or not, what should be the base URL, what is the output directory, what is the target module like ECMAScript 2017, 16 or what, you can change any kind of things here, right? After that, let's say you just want to change the TypeScript configuration for testing file, then you can just mention it here, right? Because sometime we have two kinds of file in our project. One is main TypeScript file, second one is the testing TypeScript file. So if you want to change in the both files, then you can mention here, right? But let's say you just want to specifically change the setting for testing file, then you can mention inside this file, right? It will actually extending the TypeScript configuration, right? But if you still need any change specifically for the test files, then you can write in that file. And if you just want to make any change for your coding file, then you can write in inside app.json, right? All right. After that, let's talk about the browser list src. So it will tell that what browser is supported by the Angular and all, like Chrome, Firefox and all. And here this is mentioned not IE11, Angular supported IE11 on that version and all, because as I told you, in the new feature video, Angular 11, Internet Explorer 11 support is depreciated now with the Angular 12, right? This is just mentioning. So this file is not important for the coding. If you remove that, then still your project will be work. There is no issue. Karma.config.js, this is used here. You can see that this is used for configuration of your testing file. So here it will tell that what launcher you want to use, where you want to write the reports and all. And here you can see that what port you want to use, colors and all. These all configurations are here for testing file. And last one is polyfill.ts. So see, sometime all browsers are not supporting our code because maybe you are using on a very complex project of Angular, and there is a lots of style changes and a very high level style is present in your application. So might be all browser will not support your style and design and all. That time you can add some additional libraries to support them inside polyfill.ts file. This is exist inside the src folder and here. So what it file will do, first of all it will load the all libraries which was provided here, and after that your main file will be loaded to the browser. So here you can just simply check that if you want this file include needed by polyfills needed by the Angular and loaded before the app, right? So this file will be loaded before your application, before the main.js file and all. So if you still have any kind of query, you can ask to me. And now let's discuss some interview question. So first question can be asked, so what happen if you delete the package.json from your project? So after deleting the package.json, there will be no command that you can use because we just remove the script tag also with the package.json, so your project will not gonna work. First thing is that. Second thing, they can ask that what is the difference between package.log.json and package.json. So you can simply say that in package.json you have the details about your project, commands and dependencies, but in package-log.json there will be only detailed things about your dependencies, like what kind of other dependencies are present here, and this is the dev dependency or not, and these kind of details are present inside our package.load. So third question can be asked, so is there an impact if you delete package.log.json? No, there will be no impact. You can delete that file, and whenever you will just run npm install, this file automatically created. There is no impact on your development. So thanks for watching this video. If you still have any kind of query, you can ask me in the comment box, and bye bye.